are Beachy because of the openness and Beady because of the beads. These are Beachy Beady headbands. First, you will need yarn. This is a very purple-esque, beachy looking yarn to me, personally. You'll need a pair of scissors. Those are big ones. You'll need a hook. Today I decided to use my silver hook, which is a 4.5 millimeter, but you can pretty much use anything you want. And, of course, a needle. Now we have our things. First things first, I already did this first part for the Beachy Bead headband, which is I put the beads on. I used 10 beads, I believe. You can use 10, 11, however many you want. You can add more. But all you do is you just thread the needle at the end of the string and you put the beads on. And you go, and then you want to push them down a little bit, down the string. Step 2. You're going to leave a really long tail. Now there is a purpose for this really long tail, which I'll show you at the end. But leave a really long tail. We're going to crochet a single chain of 15, but don't do it on the end that, has a dead end. You're going to want to crochet down the one with the beads. So you just go 15. Now we have 15, a little tiny row of 15. You're going to chain 4, but remember the 15. And then you're going to go back into that number 15 hole and do a single connector chain thing. Now that gives you a tiny little hole right there. Chain 4 more at that circle. Go in, connect, and do that thing. See how it sort of makes another little hole right there? And then you chain 4, and then you go in that that big hole. You're not going in, you're just going in the hole. It's going to give it that netted look. 2, 3, 4. And then this is the strings are mad. Okay, you're going to take one of your beads after you did the 4. See, ta-da! So see how we had our 15, there's our 15, there's our first loop of 4, and then we put 2 loops of 4 into these 2. Now this third row that we're doing of these loopy-doos, well first off you're going to put a bead. Just pull the bead up after you do your 4, then stick it into the first hole right next to you, and seal it off. Okay, see, look how it puts the bead into your work. Now you're going to put another 1, 2, 3, 4, go back in the same hole. This is expanding it out, so it's going to give you the headband look. So 1, 2. And now you have this other hole right here, that's in the second row. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and you're going to go into this one. Cha-ching. But you're still wanting to expand it out, so we're going to do another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go in that same exact hole we were just in. See? Now you have 4. So we had 1, which turned into 2, which turned into 4. But I'm not going to make it expand out any more than that, because see, right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make another row of 4, just one in each hole. Go up 4 in, up 4 in, up 4 in, up 4 in, and come back over here. Now, I'm going to go do that. We have 1 here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I just did 1, 2, 3, 4 again. That's all we have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chain up 4, I'm going to go back over. Now, what I like to do is whenever the beads are not facing me, so it's like every other row, I like to put another bead in there, but all in a random spot. So see how these are just, there's sort of a pattern to it. Sort of random, sort of a pattern to it, so it looks nice, but then they're not all over the place where you're like, holy beaded headband! No, I like modest beads. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go back, chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, go in, seal it off. Okay, then I go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I go in this hole, Now, you can put it here, but then I'll just make all these I'll just make a diagonal row. It sometimes doesn't look as sporadic. 1, 2, 3, 4, in. I could put one right here if I feel like it. Do I feel like it? Sure, why not? You can do it really wherever you want. I'm not going to tell you where you need to put your beads. I'll leave that up to your creative licensing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I just go into this next one. And sometimes I'll put it in, before, and sometimes I'll put it in after. It just depends on my feeling of the mood that day. So see, now we have up to 2 beads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another row back with no bead. And then we're going to go back and forth with beads until I get to where the length I want it. Okay, so we're back.